出嚟。
啱啱喺超級公信會打起咗實隻手盧子麗88號。
And the starters for your Hong Kong Eastern Law Alliance, number 2, Marcus Elliott。
開始介紹我哋正選陣容，以後我哋嘅主將艾利諾。
Number 8, Chance You Win。
8號將我哋上場帶入加時嘅係8號陳書。
Number 10, Tyler Lamb。
上一場奮勇受傷，今場即刻復出。10號 Tyler Lamb。
Number 14, Ted Chi Han。
14號勵志的傳說，勵志行，鄧志恒。
And number 15, Patrick Sullivan。
我哋鎮守籃底嘅10號蘇利活。呢個時候會介紹我哋3位執法裁判。
Head coach for the Hong Kong Eastern Law Alliance is Edu Torres, with assistant coach Chan King Chi。
呢個時候我哋介紹咗我哋嘅兩位教練，第一個就係我哋嘅助教陳敬慈先生，而我哋嘅主教練係艾杜托里斯，俾掌聲佢哋。呢個時候我哋就介紹我哋今晚執法嘅3位球證。
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our officials for this game, our referee from the Philippines, Ferdinand Pascual。
由菲律賓嚟嘅巴素。
First umpire from Indonesia, Harja Zaladri。
Indonesia 嚟嘅，印尼嚟嘅 Jadari。
And second umpire from Malaysia, T. Yong Sir。
馬來西亞嘅 T. Han Seng 先生。
Our game commissioner from Hong Kong, In Phuc Hua。
我哋嘅裁判委員監督葉福華先生。好，呢個時候我哋先禮後兵，你請有簡單嘅握手禮。而我哋事不宜遲，我哋賽事將於喺3分鐘後正式開波，俾掌聲我哋兩隊球隊。好啦，我哋嘅賽事咧即將開始啦！呢個時候咧介紹多一次我哋今日2隊5位先發嘅球員啦。咁新加坡同菲茲斯咧，佢哋分別有5號嘅黃偉龍啦、10號嘅郭偉文啦、15號嘅 Xavier Alexander 啦、17號咧18號跟正18號嘅米切爾同埋55號嘅侯活嘅。 咁而另一方面，我哋香港嘅東方龍獅咧，分別就會由2號嘅艾利諾領軍，有陳少榮、火拍泰勒咧、鄧志恒同埋蘇利雲咧就迎戰嘅。咁啊，各位觀眾食定潤喉糖，飲定2啖水，準備嚟一場刺激嘅比賽啦！
Ladies and gentlemen, the matchup between visiting Singapore Slingers and your Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, right here in your Asean Basketball League.
And we have it right here at the Southern Stadium, Wan Chai, your 2016-2017 Asean Basketball League. It's the second meeting between the two ball clubs, Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions in white, as they start the game with a 2-point shot versus the men in red, white, and yellow, Singapore Slingers.
How are you, my friend? And it's going to be very exciting, Chicky, because these are, you can call them the top 2 teams in the ABL, because both of them 4 wins apiece. One of them has 1 loss only. This is the Singapore Slingers. Hurtful loss against this Hong Kong team the last time they met, Chicky, because they had like a lead of about 13 points, about a couple of minutes left. Hong Kong just comes back. They bring it into overtime and they win it. So it hurts for the Singapore Slingers. They will try to get back today.
And here in this game, it's Marcus Elliott scoring all the 5 points of the Long Lions, while on the other side, big guy Justin Howard putting in the first 2 points for the visiting team. Chicory is here with Jolly Escobar, and the red shirts are expecting this crowd to get lively every basket the Long Lions make.
And apparently, yes, it is a very loud crowd. Of course, home court advantage will be going to your Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, is what they're called, Chicky.
Now, interesting because Howard and the rest of the Slingers, after that sorry loss less than about 2 weeks ago from the Long Lions, they bounced back by beating A La Pilipinas, barely.
Yes.
But they're still feeling the sting of that loss from the Long Lions.
The nice thing is we were talking to Ali Austria earlier, and yeah, well, they're upbeat because yes, they beat the Alab team. That was their last game, so a little bit of a confidence booster going into this game, Chick.
Meantime, Alexander hitting all glass. It's still 5-2 in favor of Hong Kong. Now interesting because Tyler Lamb here, look at his left hand. It's all wrapped up.
Heavily bandaged.
Let's see if that will still bother him, knowing that he is a crucial piece of the puzzle for the Long Lions. Moving the ball around for the shoot, Lamb. Straight shot there, but just want to drop.
The nice thing is he's right-handed, so the bandaged hand is his left hand.
Ooh, Alexander going coast to coast there.
So the things that Hong Kong have to try to stop. Cannot be easy layups like that all the way to the cup. They have to try to stop the ball.
Both imports, world imports, Howard and Alexander on the board for the red shirts. Meantime, they go tight inside. Lots of fakes there. Good defense. And it's crucial, Jolly, whoever wants a 50-50 ball, right?
That's correct. They're all 7-foot, big 7-foot guy when he hits the floor. This is Howard, but very great presence underneath. Able to stop Sullivan the last play, but here come the Eastern Long Lions once again.
White shirts, oh, pass was wayward. It's a turnover for Hong Kong, off the leg.
Yeah.
off wing, and ball will remain with Singapore.
Well, just unable to put it in the front of Lam that time. The pass was behind him, so that's turnover for the Long Lions.
6:25 remaining in the first quarter. Still 5-4. On the other side, oh, that's a gimme. That is a gimme for Tyler Lam.
Tyler Lam has those long arms. He has a lot of steals in this league. Have to be careful. Guards have to be careful when they dribble in front of him, and this is what happens when you try to dribble in front of him. They really have to take care of the ball. And here it comes again, Chicky.
Oh, that's crucial. How do you take care of that basketball and finish? Now, you don't want Tyler Lam getting hot in this game. 9-4 is the score. 5-point lead for Hong Kong. 5:58 remaining in the first quarter.
Singapore cannot afford to get easy up, to let Hong Kong have easy layups like that, which what Tyler Lam just did, back-to-back layups. That's why they had to call a timeout.
9-4 is the score, and it's good because only two players, actually not really good, because only two players from both sides have contributed. For the white shirts, it's been Elliott and Lam. On the other side, it's Alexander and Howard.
Getting that layup all the way to the cup, that was Alexander right there. Well, again, going back to the game, it was just, they just had problems with their end game, talking about the Singapore Slingers, Chicky, so they really have to check that come the second half. Well, as early as now, they have to be able to trade baskets with this strong Eastern Long Lions team, Chick.
So we are expecting this to be a tightly fought match, because obviously these teams will see each other for 4 times, 2 in their respective home courts and 2 away. So these ball clubs are seeing each other for the second time in less than a month. Slingers, they have possession. Howard down low.
He's big.
Oh.
About 7 foot. Chicky attacking the basket against Sullivan that time. Sullivan, of course, leaner than he is and a little bit shorter. So that's the correct thing to do for Justin Howard.
5.5 to go in the first. 9-6. Hong Kong up by 3. There's a whistle. And they'll call an offensive foul against the white shirts here.
This Hong Kong team just looks nice and balanced, Chicky. Elliott at that 5 spot, and then Lam, of course, will be like your 3 or 4 guy, along with of course, Elliott is there at the 3 spot.
Oh, there goes the illegal pick from Tang Chi Hang. Meantime, they always go to the big guy, but quick hands coming from Elliott. Interesting, the number of turnovers in the first quarter, Jolly, as Tyler Lam says, what about my left hand? What
I don't see any
about my
problem
left
with his left hand, yes. Right there, he shows his nice big 3.
11-6 is the score. 5 for Elliott, 6 for Lam. Meantime, Howard.
Yep. That's what he has to do, right there.
But it's
Easy
tough.
call for the referees. Yes,
It's tough for Howard.
he's huge. He's big. He's 7 feet, Chick. So whatever it's about, my guess about 260, 270 pounds. So very hard to stop. It's Justin Howard.
I guess he's feeling it right now, that big weight on his shoulders.
Yes. And then on the defensive side, of course, he just has to man the paint. Here he comes again. Easy mops an easy basket though, but gets it back.
Oh, lots of contact there inside the paint. However, last touch will be called against the Slingers.
Well, we see him, he's battling. Justin Howard really trying to make it happen underneath the basket. Just unable to get one that time.
White shirts with the ball, 9 to shoot. Here comes Lam. Lam inside. Lam with a follow away, and Lam connects.
That is just sweet. Quick 5 points coming from Tyler Lam. Earlier, his 3-pointer. So they're looking good with a nice 7-point lead early in this ball game.
13-6 is the score. Make that 13-8.
We're seeing Justin Howard can operate underneath the basket. He can fire up 17-footers as well. Oh, nice block by Alexander that time. Had to try to push that ball and get some easy baskets. Here they go.
Oh, look at Howard. He has 8 points. 8 points already.
Very nice, yes. It's another thing they can do. Just lob that ball into Howard. Easy basket for him. He has a bonus free throw coming up. 5-point difference here, Chingy.
So 3:41 remaining in the first quarter. Big guy, Justin Howard, number 55, world import for the Slingers on the line. Total of 8 points. Make that 9.
Also, we're seeing for the Singapore Slingers, there's a bunch of shooters also on the floor for them. That's Wong Wei Long. Expect him to fire up some 3-pointers along with Leon Quet.
Stolen.
This is Wong Wei Long. Oh! Oh, but they get it back.
One more time. Off the glass. And this one is good for Mitchell
That's
Volkov.
nice. That's nice, just not stopping and staying with that play. They got a nice block, but they did not stop. Get a basket.
Open shot, open jumper. Battle for the rebound. Alexander won it. An easy call there for referee Pascual. You reach, you'll be called for the foul.
Xavier Alexander is just, he's built like a truck, my friend. So you just cannot, like, you know, you just cannot reach in. Here comes Ali Austria in place of Wong Wei Long.
Ali Austria, a heritage import, Phil-American, wearing jersey number 1 for the Slingers. Volkov, 15 to shoot. They're looking for Alexander.
Another interesting to watch out for if Ali Austria will get some nice minutes, as we see a nice basket coming from Xavier Alexander.
It's tough for Ginchard to do a single coverage against Alexander.
He's big, he's a big boy. He needs help, they need help underneath.
But don't look now, Jolly. Singapore is up 15-13. And earlier in the first quarter, the turnovers were bothering Singapore, but here in the latter part of the first quarter, tables have turned.
That's correct. That's because Justin Howard, just steady play underneath the basket, and we saw a nice 16, 17-footer coming from him. So able to get a 2-point lead in this ball game. Very early though, 2 minutes and 25 in the first, Chicky.
So remember, Hong Kong coming in the game with a 4-0 record, an immaculate record, while Singapore has a 4-1 record. That only loss coming from Hong Kong when they first met December 7. Overtime win by Hong Kong, 97-95.
Ala Pilipinas is right next to them with 2 wins and 2 losses. It'd be nice to see and show the viewers the team standings in a little while.
12 to shoot. Lambo, that was a nice crossover, punctuated by a long 3.
Very nice. Going right, pulls it back, change direction, pulls up for a nice 3-pointer to get the lead back.
16-15, Long Lions up by 1.
Was that only a long 2 for Tyler?
Yeah,
Lam?
it was a 3.
Oh, okay.
Meantime, double down low, stolen again. White shirts on the run. At the corner, Ginnard missing the jumper, and that rebound goes to Howard.
Stephen Gunchard had a very nice last game against Saigon. We're hoping he can provide some points and rebounds for his Hong Kong team. That's number 28, Gunchard. Stephen Gunchard is his name.
Sullivan and Lamb didn't realize that they were going after the same basketball. So that ball will remain with the Slingers.
I'm telling you, my friend, this is going to be one of those games till the end.
That inbounds
That's a
pass
nice
there.
toss. Very
Ginchard.
nice pass coming from Stephen Gunchard. He passed that ball not to a player, but to a spot in which Stephen Gunchard ran into.
3-point lead for the Long Lions, 18-15. Red Shirts down by 3. Shot clock down to 7. Alexander has it. It's down to 4. Under a minute to play in the first. Alexander at the baseline, and he beats the buzzer.
That hurts for the Long Lions, Chicky, because you play good defense for about 23 seconds just to give away a basket.
Good ball movement. One fake, and the shot is good for Lee P.
It's a nice first quarter, my friend. We're trading baskets right here.
That's another three for the white shirts. 21-17. Hong Kong up by 4. 18 ticks to go. 5-second differential from the quarter clock and shot clock.
Just quick double, Chicky. Justin Howard they know that Justin Howard will try to bull himself underneath the basket, so they're ready for him. Tyler Lamb, quick double. Almost able to create a turnover, but Singapore Slingers will keep it, Chick.
And you got to give credit to Patrick Sullivan for playing good defense against Howard. 3 on the shot clock. Oh, nice pass inside. Howard up and out.
I think he shuffled his feet a little bit, Justin Howard. Here comes Tyler Lamb. Oh!
And Tyler Lamb trying to beat the clock. First quarter is over. The Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions up 21-17 in front of a happy home crowd. There's your first quarter score, 21-17. And we're hanging in the air. So let's talk about the first quarter, Jolly. The white shirts, it started with Marcus Elliott going 5 straight points. Turnovers hounded the Slingers in the first. But towards the end, they got their bearings back. They took the lead. But at the end of the first, the momentum swung back to Hong Kong, grabbing a 4-point lead.
Actually, for a little while, Singapore Slingers got the lead because of a lot of Justin Howard and also a lot of Xavier Alexander. Towards the end, here he is right here, attacking the basket, court to court. Things that Hong Kong has to avoid, but Tyler Lamb in the first quarter providing a lot of points for the Long Lions.
They said that he is a doubtful starter in the game, talking about Lamb because of that left hand, but because of what he's showing right now, the shuffle, the crossover, the punctuation mark.
And you were questioning his left hand, his bandaged left hand earlier, and he says, Chicky, be quiet, huh? Because no problem with my bandaged left hand, Chicky.
And if you're playing in front of your home crowd, you will forget whatever injury you have.
The pain goes away.
So interesting how the red shirts will adjust.
So Tyler Lamb will get a breather here, my friend. A much needed breather. Of course, they will need him come second half. I'm sure he'll come in maybe late in the second quarter to provide points for the Long Lions. But very important also will be points coming from Wong Wei Long, the scorer. Oh, nice left-handed layup coming from Sullivan.
Now, you're talking about Patrick Sullivan. He's working hard both sides of the floor, Jolly. He's guarding Howard, and he's trying to chip in some points at the other end.
Yes, his hands are full against Justin Howard. Look at him just try to body up on Justin.
Another steal here by the white shirts. Now, I'm seeing the grit on the faces of the Long Lions. They're playing the passing lane quite well.
Yes. Getting some very nice stops, forcing the Slingers into some turnovers. Check those numbers come halftime. Going to be very, very important. This is only a 6-point game. Still a 6-point game after a missed shot from Elliott.
So second quarter has started here, folks. First quarter ended with a 21-17 score. Here in the second, Hong Kong has scored the first basket in the second quarter, making it 23-17. And I'm missing the contribution of the other players, the locals of the Slingers.
Yes, we mentioned Wong Wei Long. He's number 5 right in front of us here. Here comes the basket again. Baseline J coming from Justin Howard. 11 points in the ballgame.
23-19, 4-point lead for the Long Lions. They have possession. Elliott. I like the way Marcus does that hesitation move, Jolly, without picking up that ball.
But it's one of those two guards also built very well, very muscular, so very hard to stop. And Wong Wei Long is on him, so there's a little bit of a mismatch there. Sorry, that's not Wong Wei Long, that's Desmond, but also only about 5'10", two guards.
Now, Fong Sing Yi hitting that long two for the Long Lions. Let's talk about the bench here. They are contributing for the white shirts.
They have a nice 9-10 man rotation. It's nice because when players come in, they have nice fresh legs.
And if we're going back to the December 7th first meeting of both squads, talking about the Long Lions bench, they outscored the Slingers.
38-8.
And it's happening again, I think, early in the first half. Not unless people like Leon Kwek and the other local support.
And that's his strength, is to the pull-up jumpers. They will try to set him up, get some 3-pointers. That time, nice baseline jumper. Oh, nice move coming from Sullivan.
Oh, let's talk about this, Charlie.
2 free throws for Sullivan. Number 15, there he is right there. Chicky, go ahead.
You're a big guy. You play big. You love seeing big fellows like Patrick Sullivan with those nice moves, nice fakes, and then the slight hesitation, changing direction.
And this is what he has to try to do, because he has to try to get Justin Howard out of the way, and then, like you said, nice up and under moves, nice fakes to get him out of the way and try to get some baskets. There he gets a foul from Justin Howard, misses his splits rather, his free throws, but they get back.
In and out. Another rebound for Howard.
Good board, very good board. He says enough is enough. Give me that defensive rebound so we can set up our offense.
7.5 remaining in the first half. Still a 5-point lead for the Long Lions, 26-21.
Yep, that's the correct thing to do. He really has an advantage down low, talking about Justin Howard. So every time you're able to give him the ball, deliver him the ball, try to do that. And it seems that he's also a good passer, Chicky.
10 to shoot here, Charlie, for the Slingers. Alexander has it. 2 seconds on the shot clock, down to 1 at the corner. White shirts on the run.
Great stop. Here it is again. Oh, nice, but too strong.
Ball goes back to the red shirts. Wei Long.
Yes, definitely a foul. That's the correct call.
Fong was over eager in trying to steal the ball.
Also, Fong Sing Yi, a wide body who will try to guard number 15, Xavier Alexander. Tall order for him. Once the top player, the Singapore Slingers is Alexander. Here comes Tyler Lam again for the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions.
And Tak Chi Hang is also back on the floor. Meantime, Slingers, they have 8 to shoot. Wei Long decides to take the long one.
Very
And
up,
if you know that you have Howard underneath, you have all the confidence to throw that ball.
Exactly.
How many points for Howard?
I think he has 13 points already in the ball game.
13.
I'll make that 15 because he also had a nice baseline jumper earlier. Check that.
Here we go. Battle for the boards.
It's good defense that time coming from Xavier Alexander. He got the lob. Oh, that's foul. That is a foul, yes.
And that's his job. Fong Sing Yi. It's not easy. I'm looking at a difference of about 3-4 inches in height.
Yes. Yep, nothing to do but to foul big boy Justin Howard that time.
And it's interesting, Jolly, because right after that contact, Fong Sing Yi offered his hand. Justin Howard accepted it. And Howard knew that he's just trying to
It's just
prevent.
basketball, yes, that's correct. Exactly, trying to prevent the easy baskets for Justin Howard because he's just having a hell of a time underneath the basket. Here he goes again. That's an offensive rebound. There's a putback. He's going for a double-double again tonight. Talking about Justin Howard. Oh!
Clock up
Too
there.
big. The thing is, he's mobile. Runs up and down the court very quickly.
26-25.
You know what? It's going to be tough for the long lights to try to get some baskets, to try to get some layups underneath. Here comes that nice block, perfectly timed by Justin Howard. You know what? Tyler Lamb and the rest of the long lines have to try to hit their shots, have to try to have a nice percentage from the perimeter and the three-point line.
In case you want me to refresh your memory,
Go ahead, my friend.
Jolly, December 7, Howard dropped, if I'm not mistaken, 39 points and 27 boards.
Bombs.
39 and 27.
27 rebounds, my friend.
Yes.
But he's 7 foot. That's expected of him. Biggest guy on the floor. One of the biggest guys in the league.
And because of his height, he was able to change the shot of Elliott. Read well by Lamb. And a foul will be called against Wong Wei Long.
Tyler Lamb just playing those passing lanes perfectly. I think he has about 2 or 3 steals already in this ball game.
You guys are watching the 2016-2017 Asean Basketball League. We're here at the Southern Stadium, Wan Chai, Hong Kong. Home court of the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, and they're going up against the visitors, Singapore Slingers. It's Reyes and Escobar on the coverage. 11 to shoot.
It's nice just taking a walk downtown and tasting some cheeks out.
Tyler Lamb just buries another three-pointer. Almost that only a long two for Tyler Lamb.
And Tyler Lamb already has 13. Hong Kong up by 3. Now, as early as the first half, battle of the 50-50 balls in favor of which team for you?
Well, we were talking about it earlier, Chiki. You told me there are 6 teams in this league. There's going to be like 4 times they're going to be meeting each other, so it would be nice to garner wins as early as now.
We have a timeout, 3-point lead for Hong Kong, 4:50 remaining in the second quarter. Showing some of the highlights here in the second quarter. It has been a seesaw battle, and the local crew or the bench of the white shirts helping the cause of Hong Kong, while on the other side Justin Howard working hard both sides of the floor. But Tyler Lamb, forget the left hand injury, he is the leading scorer for Hong Kong with 13 points.
Well, again, but not if Justin Howard can help that. Not 30, like you mentioned earlier, 39 points, 27 boards, perfect from the free throw line in his last game. So if he can do that again against this Hong Kong team, it would be just great for the Singapore Slingers. They might just be able to pull off a win here, but they're still down by 3, Chiki, very early in the ball game.
The Slingers want to take the sting out of that December 7 loss. Under 2 minutes to play, they were up by more than 10 points. And all of a sudden, in overtime, it just fizzled. And they lost by 2.
Yep. They just really have to check their end game. Again, like we mentioned, top of the coverage, that was nice. 13-point lead. That they blew. It was down to about a couple of minutes, less than 2 minutes. Can you imagine that 13-point advantage? Less than 2 minutes, and you still lose. Able to put it into overtime. Talking about the Long Lions, and they win it in overtime.
Coach
So trying to get back are the Singapore Slingers. Go ahead.
Sorry,
Chiki.
partner. I just saw Coach Edu Torres having a light moment with Hong Sing-yi, number 12. He's the energetic guy. He thought that he was part of the 5, but he was the 6th man inside, so he had to sit down. Meantime, Elliott. Nope. Sullivan was there.
That's nice. I mean, Elliott compared to the big Justin Howard is tiny. So, but he's still trying to attack Justin Howard, trying to get baskets underneath. Successful that time. Very nice basket.
5-point lead for Hong Kong, 30-25. Wei Long. Good fake, but could have traveled there.
So quick. Nice pump fake there, getting a nice basket. Hong Kong is worried about his three-point shooting, so he really has a hand in his face. That time he chose to attack. He was successful.
You know, Mitchell Volkov, the one called for the foul against Marcus Elliott. His size reminds me of a Derek Fisher, number 18 for the Slingers.
Yes. You know what, Chika? I don't think we're going to see a lot of big leads here. I think we're going to go to maybe 3 possession differences at the most here.
Yep.
No? If you look at some free throws coming from Elliott.
Elliott, after scoring the first 5 points of the game, suddenly became quiet, but he has been handling that ball quite well and sharing it with the other Long Lions.
The nice thing is a very nice contribution coming from Tyler Lamb. Of course, Elliott right there on your screens. Also Sullivan. Got a little bit of...
Now later on, we'll try to discuss more about the other stats like turnovers and turnover points. Because obviously when these two meet each other, it is going to be a tightly fought contest. Speaking about turnovers, in the first quarter alone, Jolly, the Slingers had 8 against the 5 of Hong Kong.
Yeah. Very nice defense coming from the Long Lions. And another turnover right there, trying to set up Leon Kwek. That time was Volkov. Tyler Lamb will miss an 18-footer.
Now, if you're the coach of Hong Kong, Coach Edu, you like Tyler Lamb getting into that groove and staying in that groove. Meantime, red shirts, they go to main man Howard. He's looking, single coverage. Volkov getting the J.
They got a lucky break that time. Howard attacking the basket. That's the correct thing to do. Sullivan, while Justin Howard is struggling to try to get back on defense, sprint to the basket. Very nice layup coming from Sullivan.
Back to a 5-point lead for Hong Kong, 34-29. And the white shirts are ganging up on Howard.
Yep.
Sullivan will be called for steps.
Yeah, I think that's the correct call. Very nice defense underneath the basket against Justin Howard. The white shirts just, like you said, 2 or 3 shirts on him. They tried to run, but Sullivan was called for traveling violation that time.
That
You think it wasn't traveling?
That might have been a foiled attempt. No, it's a traveling violation. I agree with you. But even if the basket wasn't there, it's good because you're making Howard run.
Yes.
If you're from the Long Lions.
Well, he's not the quickest player, of course, Justin Howard. So that's the right thing to do for the Long Lions, trying to get some layups while Justin Howard is not set up for defense. He has a bunch of points. 17, Justin Howard. It's nice, he's lobbing the ball to him, and he's big and strong and getting some nice layups.
Over 2 minutes to play in the first half. 3-point lead for Hong Kong, 34-31. They'll get another crack.
That's a nice tap coming from Steven Cruncher that time, tapping into a teammate. Tyler Lamb sees that opening. Oh, Tyler Lamb.
I love that slight hesitation, fooling the defense that he'll pick up the ball and then continues with a dribble.
Yes.
Finishes it with a floater. 36-31. Lamb has 15. Meantime, and 1
That's nice.
for Alexander.
Very nice stretch layup coming from Xavier Alexander. I think that was over the outstretched arms of Tyler Lamb. Tyler Lamb has long arms.
You're a coach. Singapore is down by 5. Sometimes you don't mind being down by a few. Keep it close. Am I right? Keep it close.
Yes,
then
definitely.
grind it in the end.
That's correct.
Grind it out in the end.
But of course, well, I don't see Leon Kwek in the ball game anymore. They were trying to set him up. Very good three-point shooter, but Wei Long still there. They will try. They have to rather get them involved from the outside. Of course, Xavier Alexander, one of their #1 player, along with Justin Howard. But yeah, that's correct. And you mentioned it earlier. You have to get the locals going as well.
There's a whistle here. Just to correct, I believe, our clock. Quick eyes coming from the referee from the Philippines, Bong Pascual. Meantime, the Long Lions, they want to talk things over. They're still up by 3, 36-33, with 1:34 remaining in the second quarter. Big boy, Justin Howard, doing the damage, but people like Wong Wei Long trying to help the cause of the Slingers. How do you stop a problem like Tyler Lamb?
Well, it's very versatile. We saw it in that play, Chicky. They're very worried about the perimeter game. So they're sticking to him, but he can drive to the basket. But it's a nice drive to the basket as well for Xavier Alexander.
I'd like to say that both squads are being coached well. Coach Edu Torres on your screens earlier for the home team. On the other side, Coach Neo Beng Siang calling the shots for the Slingers. And if you're 4-0 for the White Shirts and 4-1 for Singapore, this is expected.
That's correct, yeah. We were talking about that top coverage, Chicky. It's going to be a very exciting ball game. It's a one-possession ball game now. 3-point lead, 36-33, Hong Kong on top. But yeah, well, again, it's going to be one of those games that will be decided only in the final minutes or even seconds of this ball game, I feel.
Less than 90 seconds in the second quarter. Elliott, 8 to shoot. Lamb, high off the glass, and he'll go to the free throw line. So it's a ball movement. It's a ball movement of Hong Kong. The extra pass, the jab step here and there. I'm just seeing the active movement of not only one, not two, but all 5 players.
Actually, we saw some very nice movement, ball movement coming from the Long Lions that time. But yeah, one of their top gunners would be this guy right over here on your screen. That's Tyler Lamb getting an easy free throw. He has one more coming. And easily, he's their #1 scorer, Chicky.
But viewers might be wondering, you guys are talking so well about the Long Lions. How come they only have a 4-point lead? It's because of a big guy on the other side.
Yes. Justin Howard knows his strength. I think we've only seen him make a couple of perimeter baskets. This is what he likes to do, attack the basket. He's 7 feet, and it's the correct thing to do. And he's successful in doing it. And plus, what he did in a previous game, 27 rebounds today. That is a lot. So he really knows what to do.
Turnover by the White Shirts. And Wei Long, foot race against Lee Kee. Lee Kee will be called for the foul. White Shirts in penalty. 2 shots going the way of Wong Wei Long.
2 free throws for Wong Wei Long.
Again, one of the Singapore Slingers top gunners right there on the free throw line is Wong Wei Long. Let's see if he will be able to get his confidence from the 3-point line. The problem is he lost his first free throw.
You know, against Hong Kong that December 7th, Wong Wei Long dropped 24. Going 3 of 8 from Rainbow Country. But against Ala Pilipinas last December 18, only 4 points, going 1 out of 10.
I think he makes the second free throw may be a confidence booster for the scorer Wong Wei Long. Let's see. Coming from this timeout, if he'll be able to put up some nice three-pointers for the Slingers, Chicky.
Action resumes here at the Southern Stadium in Wan Chai, Hong Kong for your 2016-2017 Asean Basketball League. Red shirts, the visiting team, Singapore Slingers, trying to get one over their tormentors way back in December 7th.
Love it.
Home crowd rooting for the white shirts, the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions with coach Edu Torres actively illustrating huge or different plays.
Again, Chiggy, they're a nice balanced lineup. You have a super scorer in Tyler Lam.
Yep.
Sullivan's a very versatile big man. He's not in the ball game now. Gunchard is there along with Elliott. They're a quick team. They're a quick, big team. But again, Justin Howard just knows how to use his strength and width. He's a big boy, and yeah, getting most of his baskets underneath. And yep, you only have a 2-point ball game, my friend, as the second quarter starts to wind down.
Under a minute to play in the first half. Elliott saw Howard.
I don't think so, Justin Howard says. 2 blocks on Elliott.
And
look at him, he doesn't care. He still attacks the basket, Chick. He doesn't care. I love it.
5 points in the first quarter, 2 points so far in the second, a total of 7. You saw the resiliency of this guard from the Long Lions, and he's on the line.
I like how he just challenges the bigs of Slingers, huh? And that time he's successful, gets to the line, hits his first free throw.
Got blocked by 2 world imports,
And
in Howard and Alexander.
And he doesn't stop. He's just relentless, and he may give Hong Kong a 2-possession lead, and he does.
40-36 with 29 ticks to go. Coach Edu keeps on shuffling his bench. Meantime, Alexander.
I like how he rotates his players, Chicky.
Difference of 4 seconds from the quarter clock and shot clock. Bodies on the floor. Howard picks it up.
Lots
shot
of
clock
time.
down to 4. Stolen by Lamb. Elliott on the other end. Wow.
Nobody really had clear possession of the ball that time, Chicky. Not up until Elliott got that nice layup.
So, no foul on that last possession. Referee Pascual said that was a clean swipe. And the first half is over with the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions hanging on to a 6-point lead, 42-36. Halftime analysis when we return.
hoes. If they ain't cutting, then I put them on foot patrol. How you like me now when my piggy's valued over 300,000? Let's drink, you the one to please. Chris fill cups like double D. Me and Ursh once more and we leave some dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed that say.
Lead for the Warriors at halftime. Jenny gives it to Landry. Curry. Up fake, slides back. In front of the Denver. Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but fuck him, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tuck's picking it up. Let's go. Anyway, he never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help, but to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond the reach.
Hello, Coach. What do you think that the team did well so that it led the game in the first half?
Sorry, say it again.
What do you think that the team did well so
Oh,
that it led the game in the first half?
defensive effort was great. Without up and downs, we tried all 20 minutes. We had to do the same at the second half. Such a good team like Singapore requires defensive effort 40 minutes. So we keep going that way and try to rebound, play good defense, rebound, run the court.
And the Singaporean team is a strong team, so except Justin Howard and Alexander, who else should your team player be aware of in the second half?
I think they have a good team. You're right, those players look like the stars, but number 5, Wei Long, is a great moving guard, a great shooter. All of them, they're dangerous, they have a solid team, so we need to be focused on team defense. Okay, you're welcome.
Every line, and I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those motherfuckers he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous without even trying. How do they do this? Is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Styles of beyond.
going to have to do it himself. Barnes reached, Curry got around him, dropped it to Landry to lay it in. Steph Curry springs free. His three on the way.
We're back here at the Southorn Stadium, Wan Chai, Hong Kong, for the continuing coverage of the 2016-2017 Asean Basketball League. We have a nice home crowd here rooting for the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. They have their white and blue balloons, their clappers, as Hong Kong is enjoying a 6-point lead after the first 20 minutes of action. Chicky Ray is here with Jolly Escobar, and it looks like the Long Lions would like to have a repeat of that December 7 encounter.
Well, like what we were talking about earlier, Chicky, only a 2-possession ball game here, 6-point difference. It's just a bunch of pluses and minuses here. Chicky, already a double-double for big boy Justin Howard. He has 19 points in the ball game. He has 10 rebounds. They have a total of 19 boards as against only 10 boards for Hong Kong. But again, Hong Kong has the lead because Singapore throwing the ball away 16 times. 16 turnovers is against only 7 turnovers coming from Hong Kong. Like I mentioned, pluses and minuses. And the thing is, of those 16 turnovers, Hong Kong was able to capitalize points from turnovers, 21 points off of the 16 TOs of Singapore. That's why, this is the reason why they have a nice 6-point lead going to the second half of action.
So at least two-thirds of the turnovers of Singapore were converted by the Long Lions.
Pretty much, that's correct.
Am I right?
Yes.
Because they had 8 turnovers in the first and another 8 in the second quarter. You mentioned...
yeah, that's correct. Well, the thing is, Chicky, Justin Howard and Xavier Alexander, they get a bunch of touches for Singapore Slingers. They have 9 turnovers in between them. So they have to check their turnovers. They have to take care of the ball game, try to get that. Well, they're pretty much in this ball game. Again, only a 6-point difference, Chicky.
If my memory serves me right, Charlie, the 9 turnovers shared by Alexander and Howard.
5 is Justin and 4 is Xavier Alexander. Go ahead.
Happened inside the paint when they would try to score against 2, 3, or even 4 defenders.
That's correct, yeah. Well, what Hong Kong is doing, again, we had mentioned that earlier. Every time, nice basket comes from Elliott. Every time Justin Howard gets the ball underneath the basket, there are 2, even 3, even 4 white shirts all around him, trying to stop the big boy. And at times they get the ball from there. At times they get the ball from him, but sometimes he gets a nice pass. Here he goes again. Justin Howard trying to take it out. Unsuccessful on that possession that time.
And we heard the interview earlier with Coach Edu Torres of the Long Lions, and he gave respect to the Slingers, saying they are a strong team, they have a nice lineup, they have a strong lineup. We need team defense to beat the Slingers again, and the white shirts are showing that.
That's correct. Well, the thing is, Xavier Alexander and Justin Howard are really expected to score for the Singapore Slingers. If Wong Wei Long and the other locals get involved in their offense, it's going to be a very tough team to beat, the Singapore Slinger team.
Good block by Lamb from behind. Here comes Elliott against Volkov. Sullivan could have taken the jumper there. Sullivan.
Tough shot.
Oh, yes.
It's nice defense coming from Xavier Alexander. They are going out on a 2-3 defensive zone. That was Singapore Slingers, as we see a miss. And Justin Howard will get another offensive rebound. Add one more to his rebounds. But he gets blocked by Sullivan. They will keep the ball, though, Singapore Slingers.
Justin Howard should be very careful because he was barking at referee T. Yong Sern from Malaysia.
The offensive board and the missed putback, but that touch will be Sullivan. Wow, very scary, very hard to stop.
Howard has a total of 21.
add one more rebound to his 19 rebound. I make that a 20 rebounds for Justin Howard.
Here we go, Elliott.
Sorry, 10 rebounds in total, make that 11 for Howard.
Shot clock down to 2. Good defense there by Alexander.
Another rebound for Justin. 12 boards for Howard. The ball off now with the ball.
Alexander wants the ball. There's a mismatch. 15 to shoot. Single coverage by Elliott. I like how Alexander capitalizes on the mismatches that he sees every time he goes down on the floor.
But you know how Elliott was just planted himself on the floor, even if he's smaller than Xavier Alexander. Yep.
12 to shoot. Howard at the baseline. The kick out. And another crack for Singapore.
Like though Justin tried to set up Leon quick that time, but still unsuccessful. It's Leon. There it is. That's a mark of good players. Not only can I show, he's very deadly from the 3-point line. Shoots a very nice percentage, but everybody's worried about that. He attacks the basket. Look at him. And Tyler Lamb go at it. Tough job for Leon Quick.
Coach Edu Torres asking for a call there. Howard will be called for that foul. That's a hard collision.
That's his third, my friend. He has to be careful.
So another look.
And we're hearing it from the crowd here. Of course, Hong Kong, this is home court advantage. Not liking the play of Justin Howard. I think saying that he stuck a foot out, we're unsure.
You know, I saw the slow-mo, and from my point of view, from my observation, he wanted to go down the court. He wanted to sprint down the court, but he wasn't able to step on the brakes. And if you're a 7-footer, I mean, the space that you cover is huge. So he was bound to hit the shooter anyway.
It was like a momentum thing.
Yes. So Elliott on the line.
Yeah. Very steady from the free throw line. And as I say that, he will make his free throw. I did not jinx him, my friend. He has one more coming because that was from the 3-point line. He was fouled. A very poor foul coming from Justin Howard. He gets his third, and he gives away three free throws to Mr. Elliott, and Elliott makes all 3.
16 for Elliott to help the 17 of Lamb.
And that was just a perfect third free throw because that just makes it a 3-possession ball game right there, my friend.
47-40, 7-point lead for the white shirts. Volkov. They give it up to their shooter. The 3 is good for Leon Quick.
Leon Quick. You can only limit him from the 3-point line. He will hit the 3-pointer. Already 7 points in the ball game.
Lamb for 3. Tries to get it back, but that's a miss. Another chance here for the red shirts. I won't be surprised if they look for Leon Quick again. Here comes Volkov. Quick has it. They go to Howard. The spin, the fake. The pass out to Quick. A second remaining. Volkov. 24-second shot clock violation.
Leon should have shot that. He should have pulled up the jumper right there. He had one dribble around the free throw area, opted to pass. No chance to get a basket on that.
6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 4-point lead here for the Long Lions. Good fake. The pass to Sullivan. But the hook won't drop. Right place at the right time. Howard with the board.
I think he's going for 30 rebounds today, my friend. Justin Howard. Oh, nice block.
Now, Leon Quick had the right idea.
Sorry. Yeah.
Create some space. But
It's
Tyler
all right.
Lamb.
And it's okay to get blocked by a much bigger guy. Tyler Lamb is much bigger than he is. It's all right. It's all good.
And he is just athletic. Talking about Tyler Lamb. Stolen again.
just tosses Elliott. And he says, my bad, no problem there.
I like how they acknowledged each other, talking about Elliott and Alexander. 20 to shoot for the white shirts.
There is a heckler right behind us. It's getting a little dicey here, my friend.
Well, you're playing.
Yep.
If you're in Singapore, you should expect that already. Meantime, Alexander gives it to Kwek. Kwek, no hesitation
nice
there.
pull-up.
No hesitation
Very
whatsoever.
That's a big basket. Making it a single possession ball game, Chicky.
Sullivan against Alexander. The fadeaway. The miss.
We're not seeing a lot of Sullivan baskets.
Now, I like what Alexander is doing. Every time he sees the defense is not in place, put the ball on the floor, dictate the tempo, run on offense.
Well, that's the idea. Try to get some layups, Chicky. While the defense is not set, you attack them, and that's what Xavier Alexander is doing.
4:51 remaining, the third 2-point lead for Hong Kong. Quick break. Back in a moment. Highlights here in the third quarter. Action has picked up, defense has picked up, and even the shooting of Lee on Kwek has picked up for the Slingers. However, they are still down by 2 points in the third. Defense of Tyler Lamb. So far, so good for Hong Kong.
Also, Leon Kwek had that nice pull-up jumper to bring them within 2 points as we look at Edu Torres and the rest of the Hong Kong Eastern long lines.
They're not quiet. They're only quiet because it's a timeout. Talking about the crowd here. Believe
Actually,
me,
a rowdy crowd.
they get loud. They do. So back to the live action of your 2016-2017 Asean Basketball League. We are at the Southern Stadium, Wan Chai, Hong Kong.
Rochike, I mentioned why Patrick Sullivan is not getting a lot of points. It's because of the nice resistance of Justin Howard underneath the basket. That's why Sullivan really has his work cut out for him, because he's forced to guard the number 55, Justin Howard, as we see Singapore Slingers get a nice basket.
Heady play coming from Volkov, and we are tied at 47. Elliott.
Oh, nice guard. This is the presence. Look there. That is the presence of a Justin Howard right there.
Normally,
you thought he would have a nice play, but here comes Justin Howard closing out on him. He has to pass off, and they have 9 seconds to work with baseline inbound, Chicky.
Ginchard thought he had a clear access, but had to pass it off.
You know what I think very important if you're going to play some big guys like that is to have like a quick release or like a floater type of shot, because when he collapses on you, then you're going to be able to release a shot. Very nice steal coming from Xavier Alexander. Here he comes.
And the Judy foul given up by Marcus Elliott.
Marcus Elliott may be tiny, but he's really mixing up with the big guys of the Singapore Slingers, Chick, huh?
Now, we see here.
Better be careful.
No, referee Bong Pascual. Referee Bong Pascual talking to Alexander, because in that slow-mo that you saw, he had this slight action of
like throwing the ball
back to Elliott. So referee Pascual just reminding him, make sure that you have your emotions checked.
I like that. That's nice. Referees controlling this ball game.
Talk to shoot.
Big screen right there.
And Volkov missing that jumper. 5-on-3. Ginchard.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. While Justin Howard still is coming down, trying to come down on defense, trying to get a basket. Playing the passing lanes. Great again are the Long Lions. Chip.
Hong Kong up by 2, 49-47. 3:37 to go in the third. Using the glass was Tyler Lamb.
Lamb changed direction, going left, suddenly going right. A nice floater. Bank shot is good for Tyler Lamb.
Back to a 4-point lead, 51-47 for Hong Kong. Wong Wei. Oh, that was short for Wei Long.
But this is because of the nice defense, the nice close-out defense of the Long Lions. Just really in the face of Wong Wei Long. No real open looks for Wei Long. Look at Kwek and Tyler Lamb go at it.
Elliott, 12 to shoot, gives it up to Lamb. Shot clock down to 9. There goes the crossover. The spin, the jumper. Oh, however, that's a miss. On the other side, Alexander finding Kwek at the corner.
That was a great setup on Leon Kwek, but just unable to make his three-pointer. Going to be, I think that should be a sideline throw-in.
Yeah, no free throw there.
Baseline throw-in. Yes, he was not going up for a shot. The Slingers not in the penalty yet.
Some changes here. Poon Chi Ho is in for Hong Kong. And Kelvin Lim, number 22 for Singapore.
21 seconds to shoot.
Shot clock down to 17. Open jumper from Elliott. That's a miss. 4-point lead for Hong Kong, 51-47. Over 2 minutes remaining in the third. And that free ball is good, coming from Noh Han Binh.
Narrows that gap to a single point.
51-50.
Again, Sullivan nowhere to go to because Big Justin is right there in his face.
Good intention coming from Lee Kee, trying to get that ball to Steven Ginchard. They have 14 in this possession.
14 seconds to work with, Chick.
Here comes Elliott. Shot clock down to 7. Elliott off the glass.
Very, very shifty Elliott. Very nice control, like a runner that time. Gives Hong Kong a nice 3-point lead.
Elliott has 18. Meantime, Slingers down by 3. Free ball is good again.
He likes that right spot, that quarter court. Han Binh. Back-to-back 3-pointers for him.
All 6 points coming from Rainbow Country. We are tied at 53. Ginchard tries to take it back. That's a brick. Chance here for Singapore to take the lead.
Yep.
Oh!
White ball. Yep, last touch was Han Binh, number 17 that time, right there on your screens.
Ball goes back to the white shirts with under a minute to play here in the third quarter.
And this is what we were talking about. What was the biggest lead of Hong Kong? It was 7 points. Only three possession differences right there. And we are tied right here. Hong Kong can get the lead right back on this possession, Chicky.
And to your point, Johnny, we've seen it already in this game. No lead is safe. No lead is safe.
Yeah, definitely a foul right there. Good call coming from Filipino referee right there, Bong Pascual. It's going to be 2 free throws for Mr. Elliott right there.
18 for Elliott.
Lots of contact there. Go ahead.
No, 18 for Elliott, 19 for Lamb. On the other side, 21 For big
for
fellow
number
Howard.
55. I think it's about 15 rebounds to go with those 21 points. As we see Elliott sink his first free throw. He sunk 3 free throws earlier and gave that was the time that he gave the biggest lead to the Long Lions. 7-point lead, like what we were talking about. 20 big points for Elliott.
20 big points indeed, and Hong Kong is up by 2, 55-53. 35 seconds remaining here in the third chapter. It's Alexander weaving, dropping it off to Howard, and we are tied at 55.
Said this to like the Batman and Robin of the Singapore Slingers. Xavier Alexander drops a pass to Justin Howard. We will be hearing that time and again as this ABL progresses, my friend.
Lee Key has 8 on the clock. Sullivan misses the jumper. The pass, a second, quick. Nope.
Had the right thing in mind, though. He knew that that game clock was going to expire. He's a three-pointer, misses though, but we have a ball game, my friend. 5-5-5-5.
And that's after 30 minutes of action. We'll take a quick break. When we return, final 10 minutes at least of this match. Highlights of the third quarter being shown right now. And just like what Charlie and I mentioned, start of the third, action has picked up both on offense and defense. It was a seesaw battle, Charlie, in the third, because after the third period, we are tied at 55.
Well, yeah, some nice timely baskets for Singapore Slingers. We were talking about the 1-2 punch of the Slingers, Xavier Alexander and Justin Howard. But yeah, right here we're looking at Tyler Lamb and Marcus Elliott also playing a heck of a ball game for the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. For the first time, the Singapore Slingers win a quarter, the third, 19-13.
Because in the first 2 quarters, imagine Hong Kong going back to back,
the first, yes,
going back to back 21 in the first 2, while Singapore goes 17 and then 19.
Yes. They go, well, they're pretty consistent, go 19 again, and able to make some stops. Only 13 points for the Eastern Long Lions for the third quarter. And here we go, my friend, last 10.
Final 10, at least. Because remember, the December 7th...
What happened in the last game? Okay. I have nowhere to be, my friend, so we can do triple overtimes if you want.
Alexander hits double digits. With that jumper, he has 10. And the lead goes Singapore's way, 57-55.
Very interesting what the home court marker is shouting here.
Quite lost it. Elliott, the Euro step.
That's offense.
Oh,
yes, I saw that call. I saw it coming. Very nice how Xavier Alexander just plants his feet in the shaded area, then Elliott just bangs into his chest. Offensive foul.
It's so difficult to read a person who does a Euro step really well. But that time around,
it's perfect.
Read well by Alexander.
Yes. And just like a few inches out of that no charge zone, it's a very good call from Bong Pascual.
Singapore up by 2, 57-55. Final quarter of this match. Alexander goes for the long one. And Elliott gets that board against Howard. Meantime, Lamb, floater won't drop.
The thing about Xavier Alexander's shot, it's not elbows in, it's not your basic jump shot. Now throws away the ball. White shirts will regain.
Ginchard The pass outside. The 3-0 drop. And that ball will go back to the red shirts.
That was the perfect setup coming from Patrick Sullivan. Muffed a 3-point shot though from Key.
No changes from the Slingers. 5. Wong Wei Long is back. And so is Falkov, Mitchell Falkov. Slingers stay at 11 on the shot clock. Wei Long, back to Alexander. 5 to shoot. And Falkov will be called for the offensive foul.
It's a hook. That time. You know what? It's like a really split-second hook, like defense is like sticking to your back, and a quick hook, like split-second, then you can get away with it. But if you're really holding on to the guy when you spin, like a second or two, they will call it.
And it's very obvious in the eyes of the referees as to when you do it for a longer period of time. Lamb, the reverse. And that might be the 4th foul of Justin Howard.
Nice, and we are seeing the nice athleticism of a Tyler Lamb. Here he is right here going baseline. Hangs in the air. 2 free throws, Tyler Lamb. And yeah, like you mentioned, 4 fouls on Justin Howard, and he's beating up himself because of that 4th foul.
So I wonder what Howard was telling Coach Edu Torres.
Well, you know what? We may be guessing, but Coach might be asking, what do you think? Do you want to stay in this ball game? You have 4 fouls. We are under 8 minutes here. Can you promise me that you will not get your 5th foul? Only 4 fouls? No. Opposing teams, you know, Edu Torres said, and Justin Howard.
So interesting to your point, Johnny.
Edu Torres was saying, why don't you get your 5th foul, my friend?
So I'll pick your brains because will Coach Neo Beng Xiang keep Howard inside?
Well, it seems I don't see any substitutes coming in for big Justin Howard. So with 7 minutes and 39, I guess he will be staying in this ball game again. Well, to this point, with the promise that please, of course, the coaching staff, I'm sure, pretty much begging Justin Howard to not get his 5th foul.
And Singapore is up by 2, 59-57. 7:35 to go here in the match. Wei Long. Shot clock down to 11. Alexander has it. What will they do with that basketball? It's down to 3.
Oh, that hurt.
If that's
that
an
hurt
Elliott
right there for the defense of the Long Lions again. Really hurts when you play defense for 21, 22 seconds and then you foul. You know what? From the bench, this is what I shot. If it's like 6, 5, 4 seconds remaining in your shot clock, I shot don't foul. Don't foul. You play defense for a good 20 seconds, don't foul.
Now, if you're Coach Edu, do you keep Elliott inside? He has 4 fouls too. Alexander. And according to referee Harja from Indonesia, no continuation. That foul happened downstairs.
That's how important the Howard is to the Singapore Slingers. 4 fouls in the ball game, no substitution. I don't see anybody coming in for him.
Howard inside. Oh, they'll call a push on Tyler Lamb from behind.
Yep. I don't see why not. Yeah, you lob that ball into Big Justin. That's the correct thing to do. Is that going to be free throws for Howard?
Now, by the body language of Lamb, he's saying, I did not push. But you're a big guy. You've seen that in the referees. If you give the referees a slight doubt on nudging the big guy from behind, you'll be whistled for the foul. Am I right?
That's correct, yeah. Very good point.
8 to shoot. Down to 5. Volkov, extra pass. Alexander with the layup.
That was like a semi-dunk for Xavier Alexander. Very nice play, very nice find coming from Volkov.
Now Singapore is a 4-point lead, 61-57. Elliott, off-balance shot. Another board for Howard.
Goes up with his left leg, tries to finish with his right. Very nice move, but again, Justin Howard bothers him.
Long way long. What the
finally.
time to hit the jumper.
Finally for the Singapore Slingers. Big three-pointer comes from Way Long.
Way long.
This will be the biggest lead of the Singapore Slingers. This 4-point lead is the biggest lead for Singapore.
61-57 is our score. Singapore up. We have a timeout. We'll be right back. .16 remaining in the ball game. The white shirts, the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, led by Tyler Lamb, and they are down by 7 points. We stand corrected at 64-57. They're down by 7.
Do you remember the last time this happened to the Singapore Slingers? They are coming into familiar territory, Chicky. We were talking about the 12-13, the 13-point difference coming to the final minutes of that ballgame when they last met. Only to lose that lead in the last few seconds, and then Hong Kong bringing it to overtime and winning it.
If you're Coach Neo Beng Xiang of the Slingers with Wong Wei Long as your point guard, you don't want that to happen again.
Yes.
Now, let's see how the Slingers will either protect, add on to this lead, and on the flip side, how Hong Kong will turn this around.
Yeah. You know what they say, Chicky, you don't play not to lose, right? You play to win. Thank you.
I have to agree with you. Elliott.
Oh, I like that. See, that's because of Justin Howard's 4 fouls. And Marcus Elliott knows that. Attacks the basket. Nice 22 big points for Elliott.
64 for Singapore, 59 for Hong Kong. Alexander hitting that basket, making it 66-59 in Singapore.
Xavier Alexander.
Ginchard. This time around, he knew that Howard will not challenge a shot anymore.
The white team knows that. Long lines know that. Foul trouble is big Justin Howard. They are attacking him.
Alexander, back-to-back baskets by Xavier. Now,
they have a nice 5-point lead here. Maybe 6. Plus, he has a bonus free throw.
You have to like what Xavier is doing here. Because for about 80% of the time, Charlie, they're dumping the ball to Howard. But the past 2 plays, Alexander has been going hard to the basket.
But it's nice because he sees a nice advantage there. He makes it a 6-point difference. He sees Steven Gunchard in front of him. I'm wider than Steven. Let me take it strong to the basket and right to the chest of Gunchard.
17 for Alexander. Lamb for the 3. Nope. This is an 8-point lead for the Slingers, 69-61.
Very, very interesting. They are in familiar territory. Again, because of that last game, that's in their minds.
Here comes Alexander, the pick and roll. Too tight of a pass. Too low, I believe, for big fellow Howard.
You know what? It's up to Alexander and Wong Wei Long to try to control that ball and not make any turnovers come the final minutes of this ball game, and really take care of that ball and not throw this ball game away.
Ginchard, hard drive, but empty possession there for the white shirts.
You know what? Starting now, they can be patient with their offense. Look for some nice looks to the basket. Nice thing to do also, go to Justin Howard underneath. Oh, nice.
Oh, I love that fake. And you have to like the energy of Ginchard, Steven Ginchard, getting that ball and giving it back to the Long Lions.
You know what? Justin Howard is only human. He may be feeling fatigued as of now. We're 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in this ball game, and he has pretty much played the whole game.
Double-double early in the first half, as early as the middle of the first half.
Beating himself up because he missed that reverse layup underneath. Could have given his team a nice double-digit difference.
Sullivan. Soft touch.
And these are very important baskets for the Long Lions, Chicky.
69-63, just a 6-point lead for Singapore. They have possession. They go to Howard. Shot block down to 10. The spin, the move, the block. But there's the whistle. Could go against Sullivan.
Yeah, so he has a nice back to the basket move. Justin Howard.
It was on Lamb. Third foul on Tyler Lamb.
Justin Howard. He will just back you in, and then there's a nice sweet spin to the basket. Spin move gets clipped by Sullivan. Free throw number 1. The thing is, he shoots free throws very well. I think he was perfect from the line in the last game.
First is good for Justin Howard. Second is up and out. There you go, Jolly.
Okay, as I say.
70-63, Howard has 24.
See right here in his 39-point, 27 rebound game.
Was he perfect
against
there?
Hong Kong the last time? Yeah, he went 12 of 12
oh my.
from the free throw line, but that was in a losing effort.
If you're Howard, you don't mind missing a couple as long as you win. Long Lions have the ball with 13 to shoot. Elliott at the baseline.
Shot clock is 8, Chicky.
Down to 6. Down to 4. Sullivan, the fadeaway, the miss, another board for Howard.
He's nearing 20 boards.
Meantime, we are at the 3-minute mark of the fourth and final quarter.
Here it is. Crunch time is coming up, my friend. We are under 3 minutes in this ball game. Who'll be called for a foul?
Tyler Lamb.
Okay. Fourth foul for Tyler Lamb, but that's okay.
So, Hong Kong is already in the penalty situation, Jolly. Or already in the penalty.
Will these Singapore Slingers be finally able to put the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions away?
Way long. First is good. So not good for the white shirts because you're down by 8 and you are in the penalty. Second by Way Long. It's also good. So this is a 9-point lead.
Biggest in the ball game for Singapore Slingers. Yes.
72-63. We have a quick break. We'll be right back. of the fourth quarter. And the red shirts have actually picked up the pace here. But the white shirts, led by people like Stephen Kinchard, Tyler Lamb, even Patrick Sullivan, they're not giving up. However, the home team is down by 9.
But the thing is, Singapore Slingers just staying with it. And if you remember the back-to-back layups of Xavier Alexander, just really attacking that basket, seeing Stephen Gunshot right in front of him. He's bigger and wider than Stephen Gunshot, so why not attack him? And he was successful, suddenly giving them a nice 5-point lead, but now has ballooned to a 9-point difference in favor of Wei Long and the Singapore Slingers.
Ryan was the point guard, or is the point guard of Singapore in the earlier minutes of the match. But here at the end, free throws coming his way, jumper coming his way, Wei Long already with 8 points.
So I'll say it again, they just have to be careful in turning over the ball. Talking about the Singapore Slingers, Wei Long and Xavier Alexander, but it's white ball now. They need a quick basket here, Chicky.
They're looking for Elliott, but they couldn't find him. Lamb for 3. Missed opportunity.
That one went over the backboard for Tyler Lamb. And I think it's already 20 rebounds for big Justin Howard.
Here comes Alexander.
Well, on the other side of the fence, they do not have to rush their offense.
Howard lost the ball. Picked up by Lamb. They need a basket here. No whistle there. 14 to shoot.
Foul, yes.
Lamb missing the gimme.
Wow. That was a big miss for Tyler Lamb.
We are under 2 minutes, Charlie.
Yes, go ahead.
Huge miss there coming from Lamb.
Yes.
Inside to Howard. Tapped by Elliott, or by Sullivan rather. And ball goes back to the white shirts.
Door's still open, Chicky. The door's still open.
Remember,
3-possession ball game, 9-point difference. Go ahead.
under 2 minutes in the first time they met, the lead was up 13 or 14, or double digits.
Again, no familiar territory. But this possession has to be quick for the Long Lions.
Wei Long will be called for his 4th foul. Slingers in penalty. 2 free throws coming the way of Chan Siu Wing.
Then you gotta like how Alexander huddled up his team, and we pretty much know what he's saying. We're here again, guys.
Yep.
We have a nice 9-point lead. It's 1.5. Okay, it's down to 8. We just have to be careful with the ball. I'm second guessing what Alexander told the guys, but if you think of it, that's pretty much it, right?
I stand corrected. It's Fong Sing-Yi on the line. And he's the guy being fielded in by Coach Edu Torres if there is a situation that he needs to play defense. But in that possession there, he was able to contribute 2 points.
Well expected to kill time here to freeze that clock. Maybe try to attack the basket in the last maybe 10 or 8 seconds of this possession. But they almost turned it over, Jiggy.
5 to shoot. Singapore up by 7. Where do they go? Quick with a floater.
That's
Quick
it.
with a basket.
You know what? I think that's it. Not unless the white shirt's gonna get a very quick basket right here.
3 ball won't drop. Sullivan offensive board. They go to Lamb. 50 seconds to go. They're down by 9. Here comes Lamb. And goaltending will be called against.
I think it's gonna be 2. Oh, you're correct.
Against Howard. So 74-67. Is that a foul?
Tyler Lamb wants a bonus free throw.
Slingers with the timeout. They're up by 7. We'll find out if there is, or there was a foul in that last exchange. Back in a moment. Coach Edu Torres of the Long Lions still giving his marching orders.
Yeah.
Almost a good stop here by Hong Kong, but
Nice
a timely
runner.
floater.
Nice runner coming from Leon Kwek. Why don't you give them a quick rundown on the format, Chicky? How many times will they play each other?
4 times.
4 times. Okay, we have 6 teams. But yeah, as early as now, you're trying to get as many wins as you can.
2 home games, 2 away from home. So interesting when they see each other for the 3rd and 4th times. It will be in Singapore.
It's nice, like a home and away thing, huh?
74.
Okay, we're done with your home court. Let's go to our home court
This
now,
is
right?
my home. Slingers up by 7. 74-67. White shirts not fouling, and I think they won't anymore.
Well, this is the correct thing to do if you're the Singapore Slingers, just trying to milk that clock.
Good defense by Lamb.
You know what? Even if shot clock expires for the Singapore Slingers, it's going to be okay because they pretty much burned lots of time on the clock. And it's going to be one last possession for the Long Lions. But they're going to try to get a quick basket, the white shirts.
A second remaining.
Oh, icing on the cake, my friend. That's icing on the cake.
Long way long. Right smack in the middle. Sullivan takes it back.
Pretty much it.
And what a time for Wong Wei Long to contribute.
I'm looking at the big smile on the face of Alexander. You remember the time, like a minute ago, when he huddled the 4 guys?
Yes.
Really talk to them, guys. Here we are again. Can we please take care of the ball and choose our shots? That's pretty much it. To see free throws for Mr. Wong Wei Long.
He might not have scored his points on field goals. Talking about this feisty point guard.
Yeah, but he brings a lot of balance to their team. He facilitates, holds on to their ball. And you know what? You have a deadly three-pointer and the wings waiting. The defenses are really wary of him. So, I mean, there's a shift and on the defenders. It frees up the other guys.
So we're just waiting for the final score here. They're not fouling Howard anymore. And waiting for the final buzzer. There it goes. It's official. Final score, Jolly, 77 for Singapore, 71 for Hong Kong, and the previously immaculate record of the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions is no longer immaculate.
That's correct. Very nice plays coming from, we call them the 1-2 punch, Justin Howard and Alexander. Of course, there was help from Leon Kwek, Wong Lei. Wow, we had help from Wong Lei Long. And just a very nice win coming from the Singapore Slingers. They were much more steady towards the end. Unlike their first game against Hong Kong, this time able to pull off a win against Hong Kong, Chicky.
77-71 is our final score, 6-point win for the Singapore Slingers. They have improved their record to 5-1.
Yes.
And Hong Kong, they got their first defeat here in their home court. They are now at 4-1.
Very, very interesting again, right? Only 6 teams, so you really have to try to get some wins as early as now. Alab, Pilipinas is right next to them at 2 wins and 2 losses. So once Alab gets some wins, they'll be right up there with these 2 teams, Hong Kong and Singapore, Chicky.
Turning point of the game, Charlie. How did